Urgent, Dog Pound fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Dog Pound news, and don't forget to turn on notifications, so you don't miss anything. Jimmy Haslam speaks out about Browns' interest in Joe Flacco. The Cleveland Browns quarterback situation is a mess at the moment, with only the newly acquired Kenny Pickett and Deshaun Watson and his $72.9 million cap hit, and twice torn Achilles on the roster at the moment. With 10 picks in April's upcoming draft, the Browns are certainly in the market to select a rookie at some point, but there are still plenty of rumors about the team potentially signing a veteran as well. Owner Jimmy Haslam recently touched on the possibility of bringing back one of their recent starters in Joe Flacco, and according to Cleveland Com's Mary Kay Cabot on X, he didn't rule it out. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam says they're still looking at a bunch of veteran QBs, and Joe Flacco is in the conversation. Doesn't mean we're going to do anything, but he's in the conversation. Flacco had a career resurgence when the Browns signed him in 2023, and he tore it up down the stretch to get Cleveland to an improbable 11 wins and a playoff berth. He spent last season with the Indianapolis Colts and appeared in 8 games, throwing 12 touchdowns to 7 interceptions while taking the starting job from Anthony Richardson at one point during the year. Flacco makes sense if the Browns also draft a high-profile rookie, perhaps Shedeur Sanders with the number 2 pick, or potentially Jackson Dart or Tyler Show, either at the top of the second round, or if they can trade back up into the first round. There is another month to go until the draft, so a solution likely isn't imminent, but it's interesting that Flacco is still on Cleveland's radar as another potential solution to the ongoing QB problem. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Dog Pound news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks, now let's get back to the news. Does Dak Prescott have a not raid clause? Debunking rumor about potential Cowboys-Browns deal involving star QB the NFL offseason can produce some wild rumors. On Wednesday, a rumored trade between the Browns and Cowboys went viral on social media. Bruce Drennan, a Cleveland-based sports personality, reported that the Browns and Cowboys were in talks to send Prescott from Dallas to Cleveland. I heard since our last show that part of the reason that Myles Garrett was willing to sign this extension. The Browns are negotiating as we speak with the Dallas Cowboys for a trade with Dak Prescott, Drennan said. Greg Newsome's part of it. And draft picks. Drennan claims that this rumor comes from a couple of different sources within the Browns organization. Earlier this month, star defensive end Myles Garrett signed an extension with the Browns despite requesting a trade from the team in January. According to Drennan, the team was able to convince Garrett to stay in part because they were discussing acquiring Prescott. Is this rumor true? Here's the latest. Is Dak Prescott getting traded to the Browns? No, it doesn't seem that Prescott is getting traded. Despite this report, Cowboys reporter Jane Slater shot down the rumor by firmly saying the Cowboys have no interest in trading Prescott. Does Dak Prescott have a not-raid clause? Prescott's new contract includes a full no-trade clause, so he would have to approve any trade from the Cowboys to another team. A not-raid clause stops any trade attempt made by an organization in order to move a player without their approval. Dak Prescott contract in September, Prescott signed a new 4-year, $240 million contract extension that kicks in during the 2025 season, keeping Prescott in Dallas through 2028. That contract includes $231 million guaranteed, $129 million guaranteed at signing, and an $80 million signing bonus. If the Cowboys were to trade Prescott before June 1st, they would take on $148 million in dead money this year. Even if Dallas waits until after June 1st to make a trade, that would still be $50 million in dead money towards this season. Browns owner Jimmy Haslam admits team took a big swing and miss in trading for Deshaun Watson. Cleveland owner Jimmy Haslam admitted that the Browns took a big swing and miss with their 2022 trade for quarterback Deshaun Watson. Haslam made the comments on Monday during a session with Browns reporters at the league meetings in Florida. We thought we had the quarterback, we didn't, and we gave up a lot of draft picks to get him. So we've got to dig ourselves out of that hole, Haslam said. Listen, I've said this, I think, numerous times. Deshaun Watson was an entire organization decision. And it ends with Kauner D. Haslam and I, so hold us accountable. The 29-year-old Watson has played in only 19 games since the Browns acquired him from the Houston Texans in 2022 and signed him to a 5-year contract worth a fully guaranteed $230 million. Cleveland sent 5 draft picks to the Texans, including 3 first-round selections, to get the embattled quarterback. Watson may miss the entire 2025 season after rupturing his right Achilles tendon for the second time in 3 months in January. He originally injured it during an October 2024 loss to the Cincinnati Bengals. In 2022, Watson missed the first 11 games because of a league suspension. He made just 6 starts in 2023 before suffering a season-ending shoulder injury and started 7 last year before the Achilles tendon injury. Watson is 9-10 with Cleveland with 19 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, and a 87 passer rating. The Browns have reworked Watson's contract twice since December. Void years were added through 2030 to give them additional financial flexibility to spread out dead money on the contract instead of taking a massive hit in one season. Cleveland has insurance that protects the contract and could get some cap relief from the NFL if he is out for the season. The Browns have the second pick in the upcoming NFL draft after going 3-14 in 2024. They have hosted Colorado's Shedeur Sanders and Miami's Cam Ward, the top 2 quarterback prospects, and have the 33rd overall pick if they wait until the second round or want to move up to get another first-round pick. Haslam, though, is not saying the Browns need to take a quarterback after Tennessee makes its selection to open the draft. I think the message is if the right person's there, we're going to take him, Haslam said. If not, well, figure it out for a year or 2 until we get the right person. There's good football players in this draft, and we've got to make sure we get the right ones for us. Besides Watson, the only other quarterback on Cleveland's roster is Kenny Pickett, who was acquired from Philadelphia. The Browns had Russell Wilson in for a visit before he signed with the New York Giants. And now, Dog Pound fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Dog Pound. I'll be back any moment with more Dog Pound news. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof.